Today we are going to try a super easy technique with a beautiful result. Autumn is here and I want to have fun and make some lovely wall decorations. You can try these at home in no time. Let me show you how to do it. Just a quick announcement before we start. I'm having a huge autumn sale on my website right now. Everything, every piece is 25% off. The sale lasts until next Saturday, so head over to abcreativeofficial.com quick to get some early Christmas presents. I actually attempted this technique a few years ago in a short I made on the channel, but I never released the full version. And the results were so nice and I thought it would be great to try them again. Since I've been doing some more complex work on the channel, I thought it would be a perfect chance to do something super simple and fun that every beginner can try. I want to say a huge thank you for your wonderful comments and for my last week's project. If you haven't watched it, that was this one, Autumn Acorn Branch. I know that for some of you, maybe it was a bit too complex. So I thought, why don't we do some autumn art this week, but super easy. Let's get right into it. I'm going to use some really small canvas because I thought it would look really nice, maybe as a triptych or as a, how do you say it? Quadruptych. Of course, you can make it on a bigger canvas. So these are the canvas I'm going to be working on, both A5 size, and we need some leaves. I went for a little walk and collected some leaves. As you can see, each one's a different shape. Of course, find the right size for your canvas. I could use this one. That's perfect. We will also need contact paper or frisket paper. I'm using frisket paper. There's so many different types online. And I'm going to trace my leaf onto the paper. Of course, you can tape it down, but I'm going to do it freehand. And I don't have to really copy all the details, but maybe I'll go a little bit lower just for the sake of, I don't know, I wanted to say OCD, I don't really. And I'm going to repeat it on the other side. And the stem, like this. Done. You see? Now all we need to do is to cut it out nicely. And again, if it's not as perfect as the original, it's fine. And now I'm thinking how to position it, whether straight or at a slight angle, maybe like this. Now I'm not going to use this one. I need the negative space. I put the one in the middle so I know what I'm doing. I can gently reposition this one. Done. I think it's nicely stuck. Before I pour, I like covering my object with white. Oh, by the way, of course, you don't have to use black canvas. If you don't use black canvas, then it's going to be white straight away. I did want a black background. Another option, of course, is painting the background after you pour. There's no right or wrong here, so whichever way you prefer. So here's another one. Let me show you the selection of colors. All the autumny ones, they're very similar to last week's ones, and I did have some leftovers, so I am going to use them. So we've got gold, but this one is darker. We've got pale green, burnt sienna, phthalo green, deep yellow, crimson, cadmium orange, a little bit of white, and of course Mars black. And I intermixed some of them. I am going to be swiping with black, therefore I'm going to add a couple of drops of silicone. And my favorite silicone alternative is coconut hair serum. 1, 2, 3. This is not cooking coconut oil. This is a hair product and it's with dimethicone, which is a very nice silicone replacement. I do like the effect of this one working in my pores. So I'll show you the consistencies of the paint. There's a little build-up. It's not as thick as when I use my hairdryer. I used 1 part of paint to 2 parts of Floetrol, 1 part of my pouring mix, which is PVA glue and water, and then I sprayed a little bit of water, making sure it's really nice. and they are all the same. That's super, super important. Okay, now I've got so many. Of course, I'm not going to use them up. Please let me know if you have another idea for an awesome autumn project, because I would like to use the same colors again with something very, very different. And at the same time, thank you so much to all of you who send me all your suggestions. I'm very, very grateful, and I have the whole list now of things that I would like to do at some point. This is the darker green. I also have a more vibrant option here. Some brown at the edges. If they overlap, that's fine. Yellow. I wonder if I want any red on this one. This is bronze. I know it looks very bronzy at the moment, but it will. Nice metallic color. Orange, yes. Okay, a little bit of red, just for the good measure. Yeah, that's probably enough. Oh, forgot. I've got gold. Yes. How could I forget about gold? Okay. Now this one, again, some green. I love positioning the paints, sort of seeing what I want where. Got tissue paper ready to swipe, but I haven't applied my black yet. Just checking. I am going to apply it just outside. Just wondering whether it looks kind of almost blue to me, this black. So now, spraying the tissue. This is a regular tissue paper, nothing special here. Okay. Touching it gently. Oh, I need to stand up. Now this one. Torch it a bit. There's actually no need. There's so many crazy sales. I didn't like this one. I'm going to redo it. Small amount of black because there's plenty of black in the background. So much nicer. So I'm leaving them to dry, and yes, can't wait to peel them off. Now let me show you how I did this the first time around. I layered my autumny colours on the canvases. I actually used more vibrant colours that time around, and I wanted it a little more subtle this time. Anyway, I will let the old me show you what I did next. There's no right or wrong, you can just spread the colours as you wish. I want them to be slightly different. Now I'm using some black paint with 2 drops of silicone, and I'm going to apply it just at the very edge of the leaf. And really gently I'm swiping down, dragging the black over the colors. You may want to use torch to speed up the process. See how cells pop? Okay, the second leaf now. Ready for swiping. And we are back. So this is probably the first, no, maybe the second time ever that I am peeling something off that's not wet. It was only because I was too busy and I left it to dry. So far it's good. Have to be careful and find where the leaves were, because this was quite complex. Oh, here. Okay. I think I prefer actually peeling it off wet. I'm going to be careful because there were small sections here. That's nice, but it's a thick paint. You can see that this is actually a raised surface, just like that. Usually it's really easy to peel it off, but I made such a thick layer that I'm actually struggling now, doing really slowly, look, peeling off those bits. Just like that. Oh, those cells are not needed. So this is the last section. That was super quick. If you by any chance lose your shape, you can position this on top and see where the leaf was. That should help as well. Looks like this is the only place it actually bled a bit. Considering all the other edges, this is tiny. I can just touch it up with black easily. Now this is how it looks when you peel it off while the paint is wet. Now the fun part, let's just peel it off. It's still wet, so I have to be very careful. Now I remove the silicone residue with isopropyl alcohol. Sometimes I just wash it off with soapy water. If you're going to put resin on, or perhaps you're going to varnish it, this is really important. These are dry now. Look how pretty. I'm going to varnish them. I cleaned the residue of silicone from them. I'm using Gloss Varnish by Liquitex, and you'll be surprised what brush I found, because my main problem is when I'm using this varnish, whatever brush I was using was leaving some streaks and I didn't like it. So look, what a clean blusher. That's a soft brush, and I'm going to add a nice thin layer. Have to be pretty quick. Okay, I shouldn't be going over some sections. I will be back with another layer. Okay, so first layer done. This is quite a raised surface here. Pretty. Well, I have to show you how beautifully they look together. Look at this. Gorgeous. They are so shiny, so smooth. Isn't that pretty? It's amazing. Of course, you can hang them this way or that way. But while I'm doing it, I have to tell you that I've got a huge, actually first sale, 25% off anything that's on my website. You could purchase a pair or 4 with a discount, and on top of that there's a massive autumn sale just before, before Christmas is coming, and you can have some nice presents for Christmas. So it's 25% off anything on my website. Well, there we are. I hope you enjoyed this combo tutorial. As I mentioned, I did not want my colors to be as vibrant this time around, but I am super happy with how they pair together. If you enjoyed, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget about the giant sale I have going on my website right now. 25% off every piece, including these. 1 week only. Very nice ideas for some Christmas presents. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next Saturday. Bye bye!